Okay. Hey there.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
So I'm Shelly.
My name is Landis. I know I haven't met a lot of you, but nice to meet you in this way.
And as some of you know, we're coming from a program sponsored by the Albuquerque Museum, and it's called Art Matters. And we just make art and bring materials and support you all in your art making, your creative process. So we're really here just to support you and see what you want to express through positive art making.
Yeah.
And we just have a couple things, some agreements that we like to throw out there. Of course, you can talk amongst yourselves and see what other things you'd like to add to the mix. And we just ask that you come with your positive face forward, and you're bringing your best self, and we're all just being respectful to each other. So just listening, giving positive feedback to each other, and just using art as a tool to uplift ourselves and each other.
I agree.
Cool.
How do y'all feel about that? You know, you could take a moment to just receive what we're asking and perhaps share what you're asking of each other during this time so it could feel good.
Mm-hmm. And again, art is just a tool for us to feel good, and especially during challenging times, just to get to know each other, get to know ourselves. So yeah, that's what we're here for.
All right. So as we, I just want everyone to take a moment to take a breath in, breathe out, be present with who you are, how you walked into the space. We're going to start with the warm up. And before we get there, just wanting to ask everyone to prepare to bring in some writing, bring in some visual art, your imagination, and a little bit of where you are from. So we're going to share the first materials that we need for this warm-up activity.
So yeah, go ahead and grab just some paper and a writing utensil. Could be pen, pencil, marker, just real simple.
Cool. So as you get your supplies ready, we're going to do a writing activity called the I Am From poem. And so what are the 5 senses that we already know that are part of our being? Can y'all name it? Thank you. Yes, it's sound, smell, sight, touch, taste. And for this activity, we are going to ask y'all on your piece of paper, and we'll freeze the image in the computer. Go ahead, Shelly, and then I'll share it.
You see
On
that?
your piece of paper, take a moment to write these phrases. You could either put your paper horizontal or vertical. And for now, just write the phrases. I am from the sound of. I am from the smell of. I am from the sight of. I am from the touch of. I am from the taste of. And the last one is really, what do you want to share? For example, I am from the magic of, or the intuition of, or the movement of, or the dance of, whatever you want to add. And so we're going to play some music, and you're going to take time to really think of what do you want to uplift of yourself. And during this activity, try to practice some silence as you're doing your free flow writing, and really go inward. And also, what is it that you want to uplift? What is something loving or positive, or something you want to shine upon of where you're from? So I'm going to play some music. It's some instrumental music for us to get inspired. And We're going to have the next 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes for y'all to just take that time to write. So as you're getting closer to, or if you get stuck, just remember it's really your own poem of where you're from. And really think of like, what are the sounds when you think of you, the smell, what do you smell? What smells do you want to bring into your space that you are in now? What are you seeing? Maybe it's taking you to your childhood, running on the farm or whatever it is. The touch. Maybe it's dabbing up your friend like, hey, what's up? Saying hello. What do you taste?
Yeah, and again, just don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Let's focus on our own self, our own thoughts. Let it come through you.
All right. So hopefully you have a good place where you stopped. And if you haven't finished, that's okay. Continue writing. We're going to share. And since I know we don't see you, but you hear us and you'll be able to share with each other. So I'm going to pass the mic to Shelly to share first, and then I'll share.
All right. I am from the sound of rain. I am from the smell of neroli and patchouli. I am from the sight of my child. I am from the touch of the wind. I am from here and there. I am from the lineage of female fearless artists.
Hey, clap it up. Thank you. All right.
And you, Landis?
Here I go. I am from the sound of cumbia. I am from the smell of fresh tortillas. I am from the sight of maíz en el campo, or corn in the farm. I am from the touch of curanderas, or healers. I am from the taste of homegrown Cali aguacates. I am from the magic of plant medicine. Thank you. And so we want y'all to pause this video. And for the next round, just take time for everyone to read your poem out loud. And if you don't feel that you want to share, that is okay also. So we'll be back in a few. Welcome back.
Hope y'all had fun learning about each other. I bet it's cool to learn about things that sometimes you're hanging out with people often, and then we learn something about them, and it's just like that deeper connection.
Yeah. So right now we want to just take a moment. Shelly, do you want to describe what they'll be doing in the next phase?
So we had the idea of taking a couple images that came up for you in your writing. What does the sound of whatever it was look like that you come from? The taste, what would that be translated as into an image? And so we're going to take a couple of the pieces from our writing, and we're going to turn them into road signs. So like, how would you represent yourself? What would you want to say to your community, to your family, where you're at right now, as like a reminder?
Mm. And the ones, and you could choose either one or two or maybe more, depending on you. And really just like first, right now, take a moment and circle those or star those. And we're going to move into showing you all some examples of street signs, probably some that are very common, just like the stop sign, the one ways, the street signs. There's just so many different kinds. And then we're going to do a twist to them and really go off of your imagination.
So yeah, check out the screen up here. And so yeah, this is the old school, which is still around, Route 66 sign. I think the shape is super cool. This is in the museum, an exhibit called Only in Albuquerque. So it's like an artifact that's being taken care of in the museum, just black and white. Then this one just has different shapes. Kind of just pulled this one up so you could see the octagon of the stop sign, the triangle, the circle, this arrow one. So you can start to think about what shape you like and how the shape represents what your symbol is going to be. And then here you go. This one is like kind of the, when you're playing with what already exists. So there's the cattle crossing sign, and then maybe you've seen this around New Mexico with the alien sticker or alien shit drawing on it. So starting to get some creativity going in there, switching up from what's the norm. This one, pull out, just changing it up, usually a one-way sign or directing people towards somewhere. Again, just black and white here. Hop on in, Landis, you want to say anything about any of these?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you zoom into this one?
You tell me. Is that better?
So thinking about, yeah, just even the circular one where there's two hands shaking, and I was just thinking how the circular sign has been used with do not enter. And this one's just representing like, actually, hey, how's it going? And this one that you had pulled up, I don't know if you could see my arrow, but the one right next to the hand symbol where it says my way, the highway. So just like the different words that you could play with to switch it up.
And even like this one over here, it looks like there's laundry hanging, which is really, maybe if it was like, I'm from the smell of fresh laundry or laundry blowing in the wind or whatever. So that's getting even more symbolic as to where our project is about. And then this last one we wanted to show you is, like kind of like what Landis was just saying about the do not enter. And then it was changed to be like, yeah, what's up? And so this is like, we're so used to saying stop signs, just stop. And I love how these artists from the Burning Man Collective totally flipped it and was like, yeah, let's start instead of stopping all the time. So yeah, so that's some of our inspiration for this project. And then
so maybe we'll
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No.
Well, I was just going to share the materials that you would need to gather, which again is pretty simple, but we can do a lot with a simple piece of paper. So get a couple pieces of paper for sketching out. Maybe you want to do some like just.
Yeah. If you have color paper or if you want to do white paper.
And then markers. Really, and that's it.
And then also you were saying the
right. Thank
circle.
You. Like well, I have the circular shapes here because they're pretty easy to find, and then I'll show you just like I made one that was the like the diamond shape, and so I just took a piece of paper and drew a line, like so it would be my ruler. I know some of you, you're super good about using the materials in a resourceful way, and you like to get things straight. Some people are really into that. But either way, if you want to free form it, go for it. Otherwise, you can make like a little line ruler here. And so then when you turn it to be the other way, all the lines are the exact same, and kind of use your paper as the center, symmetrical fold in the middle. So yeah, get your materials and do a couple sketches maybe. Go ahead.
And what we'll do, just as we're gonna pause and you all can take that time to draw your signs, is that we'll freeze the image of the one with examples in case you want to just see the different shapes. And if that helps.
That's a great idea. And then we'll come back to us when maybe 10, 15 minutes after you have one or two ones that you really feel good about. Let's see, so I'm going to screen share.
Yeah, so you could just use this as examples if this is helpful, or you want to make your own different type of shape, and that is okay too.
Yeah, you can go ahead and pause so you're hopefully can still look at the screen share. And then come on back and we'll share what we've made, and you can all share what you've made.
Welcome back. Sweet. How was that for everyone?
Wish we could see what you made. Hopefully there's a way to take pictures and send us. I bet they're really super cool.
Yeah, so we'll share some of our examples.
Go ahead, Landis.
Okay, so this one's kind of small, but when I was writing I'm from the sound of cumbia, so I just drew up these little feet symbols and symbols of music. I'm thinking maybe I'll color it in even more, and I can cut it out. So if y'all wanting to cut it out also. And then here's another one that when I'm thinking of, I'm from the smell of fresh tortillas. So let's imagine these are tortillas cooking up with the smell, and stop and smell the tortillas.
Nice.
I have one more. When I'm thinking of, I'm from the magic of plant medicine. I really think of our medicine that takes care of us. So I just drew up I was thinking about the eucalyptus tree, or, just different herbs that come through and so and this one's a little bit bigger.
Nice.
So,
yeah. I like how that first one, the dancing one, it looked like you, instead of having a straight pole, you had the curvy pole for like the ballet. I love that. That'd be so cool to see a curvy pole.
Yeah, it makes you want to dance in the middle of the street. It's like,
I like that too. We got to make that in real life. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I have a couple. So since I am from the smell of rain. And this is the one where I used that kind of ruler. So there's that one. Just put a couple different colors in there. And then I did this one rectangularly. So it's, I am from here and there since I've been around. A bunch of different spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the different colors that you used.
Thanks.
And even just the white paper, like, really pops out the letters. And that's really cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I outlined them. So if you have time and you want to keep working on yours, take it to another level, please do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of, thinking if you're able to, like what we were sharing in the beginning, is, you can go as detailed as you want. And if you want to cut them and actually perhaps like, tape one of those sticks, when you're making little signs, and maybe see where you would want to, if you want to share it in the space that you're in, and being able to see, what are the reactions of the other folks around you when they see these different type of street signs that perhaps are inspiring or just spark imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And just an FYI, there should be some of those little popsicle sticks, craft sticks. I think there's different colored ones too. You could always color them if they're just like that pale brown colored. But yeah, those should be in your box. And there is probably also some tape or glue if you want to put those together, and maybe even put them up for, I know you have visitations with your families throughout the week. So maybe you want to put it up for them too. I bet they would really dig seeing those.
Yeah, and so I know we shared. Hopefully, y'all can share amongst each other what you've drawn or what you're going to keep putting detail in. So, thank you all for taking this time with us.
Yeah, thanks so much. Let's uplift each other in the world with art. And thanks again to Albuquerque Museum for helping us get these videos out to y'all.
Yeah, so just remember to clean it, clean up your space and share your work. And also just thinking of, before we leave, just how we started with the breath, we could end with the breath if that feels good. So let's take a moment and take a breath in and release.
Sweet.
Peace.
See you.